Listen, brother, word of advice. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Pace yourself, man. Relax. You go relax. Don't keep up with the Joneses. A lot of us, you're exposed to a lot of things on social media. So I can understand why you feel the need to keep up with the Joneses, especially when you're at a young, impressionable age like I am. I'm pushing 20 in 6 months. I'm 19 now. And you're seeing everyone living this baller lifestyle, They'll show you a course and they do it with the false intention that say false because they do know what they're doing is false. They know that you're at an impressionable age, and at that impressionable age, you're willing to believe pretty much anything because they have what you want, right? They have all of the worldly pleasures that a man desires, right? Body, money, women. So of course you're gonna fall for that and gonna feel, the need to purchase their product, which really most of the times they're scams because they imply that you're gonna make money super quickly. You're gonna be a millionaire just like me. It's a pyramid scheme, guys. Open your eyes, man. And I say this because I used to fall for this trap all the time. A lot of people, you're not even rich yet, and you're spending like you are rich. For what? To flaunt to other people about your wealth? Wealth? It's a fool man's game. Stop keeping up with the Joneses, man. Pace yourself, please. In the beginning of the year, New Year's Eve, everyone has that motivation to go to the gym. It's just something about humans. Whenever a new thing clicks, a new month, you're like, yeah, new me, I'm gonna do this shit, man. Then that time ends up never coming into fruition. You end up falling back into bad habits about 3 weeks later. And you're wondering why you're still a slob. Now that doesn't just have to be in a gym context. It can be in many other examples. And it branches out to all other examples, but I'm just using the gym context for instance. Same with social media. A lot of people, unfortunately, and I get it, you need to make a living, you need to make your money. And I'll never bash anyone for that, right? However, people throw their own self-worth away, their dignity, their rights as a person, really, to do stupid things to which they'll never ever actually do, and they know it's not incongruent with their personalities, for the sake of going viral and accumulating profit. Now I understand, it doesn't justify what you're doing. However, but from your standpoint, I could clearly, most definitely understand why you would feel the need to do such thing. You want money, everyone wants money. You need to make a living. And it just hurts me that you think so lowly of yourself, or you've more so devalued your own self-worth and the way you view yourself for the sake of some weird, unpleasant reactions. But you get money, right? It's not worth throwing your human dignity away for that. You don't want to be known as that. You really don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. Take the slow path. Take the slow path, man. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses. I had this friend 3 years ago, a former friend, and he had this Instagram account, and he would always portray a life that he didn't really have, right? And this links exactly to my story, and I'm not going to say his name or anything like that, but this makes him a perfect case study to what I'm talking about and the types of people I'm talking about. We were 16 years old at the time. Always post pictures of scarves and whatnot, the cars he's driving, and he'd never show his face. I know what he looks like in real life. I'm not going to bash the person, but let's just say if you were to show his face, he'd probably lose his followers. Well, at that period in time. And honestly, I just want to, bring into light, it's okay to be honest. If you're not where you want to be, tell that to your audience, it's fine. Stop feeling this need to portray a certain image to attract a said amount of people. Now I'm sure regardless of the image that you do to chase, you're going to attract people either way. But it's more about what type of people do you want to attract into your life. Sure, hey listen, I'm only another man. I can't tell anyone else how to live their life. Right? And look, I'm only another man. I can't tell anyone else how to live their life. Do what you must. I'm just giving you a quick word of advice. Listen, you can do that materialistic stuff. You can do that, keep up with the Joneses lifestyle. But you're only going to attract people who are into materialistic things. You see where I'm coming from? People like me who have more of a head on their shoulders now, who can actually think for themselves and really, look at it from a distance and, think out of the box, if you will. We're not going to be attracted to that type of stuff, and we'll probably be repelled and not want to, let's say, commit to that person's content, wherever it may be, right? However, you will attract materialistic people, whether that be friends. They only want you for your materialism, and especially women. If you lead just with that materialistic stuff, you will attract women who are only into materialistic things. They will use you, they'll see you as a wallet, so they can take your bag, your money, your purse, whatever. Then they'll probably leave you, probably get a free dinner date, because you're just leading with that one aspect of your life. In contrast, if you're honest like me, it will take you a lot longer to accumulate the following that they have. I won't lie to you. I'll never lie to you in my videos. It will take you a lot longer. It may take you a few years. However, I can guarantee you, you will repel those types of people who aren't needed in your channel, and you will attract the right people that are suited for you. And that's the approach that we should take. You see, success takes about 10 to 15 years, man. You can check statistics up. 10, 20, 15 years. It's a long road. But a lot of us, especially in your teens and your 20s, and with the case study I showed you, you want to be balling now. You want to ball now when you're not in the position. I mean, let's speak from a factual standpoint. Most teens and 20-year-olds are broke. Of course, I'm not shaming that. I'm broke right now. So if you're broke anyway, why are you trying to live a life that you can't even afford? Stop being fake. In my videos, I often say, yeah, I'm broke as fuck, I can't afford this. Yeah, of course you can't. You're starting out. It's okay to be honest, there's no shame. Who are you trying to please? Really think about that. And do those people really care about you? Probably not. Right? It's destroying your health and you know it. You're trying to keep up with the Joneses. You just started the gym, right? You're a skinny, scrawny kid and you're seeing the big jock who's been training for 8 years. Probably 6'2", 200 pounds and lean. You see him, bench pressing 50 kg or something like that. You're starting out, you probably need to do 5. You see that pretty girl on the side too. You see that pretty hot 25-year-old on the side too. The blonde 25-year-old, I'm just giving you scenarios right now. You want to impress her. You're a scrawny 15-year-old. You want to try to be like the 30-year-old guy who's been training since he was 22? Pace yourself. Because then if you do it, you put on the 50 kg to try and impress the girl, you're going to end up near death. The muscular guy's probably going to have to help you out, save your life quite literally. The hot woman's probably going to look from the side. She's probably going to go, oh, it's just a little kid inexperienced. Oh, I hope baby B is okay. So now you made an even bigger fool of yourself because you tried to jump the loop. 30s are the prime age of a man. 30, 40, 50, 60s, you're killing it, man. That's when men should be in their stride. I can't skip from 19 years old right now to 30. I need to go through the 11 years to enjoy the fruits of being in those years, 30 and beyond. Because as much as 18 to 30 is pre-season right now, right? Those pre-season years are what makes your 30s, 40s and 50s so great. So you need to set yourself up a certain way. And you need to experience every single age. Like me right now, you may have a year that feels redundant. It's not really going anywhere. It's annoying. You're putting all this work, but it's not taking off. It's not until you look back. But I get it though. When you're in the present moment, it can feel very difficult to keep going. Persevere. I told you, persevere. You can't skip ages. The same way when you're pregnant, you can't jump the process. You can't give birth 7 months earlier. It's not enough time for the baby to fully develop as a baby. Hence why if you were to give birth 7 months earlier, they put them in this, I don't know what it's called, this like machine, oxygen machine for like the next 2 months for them to fully develop. You see? Let's use two other examples. Music industry. I'm just using any. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder, right? You don't want to be that guy that just makes a good song straight away. Why is there a fox on my side? Fuck. You don't want to be that guy that just makes a good song. An athlete. You know? You don't want to be this. You're an artist. You don't want to be a one-hit wonder. Even if it means you have to make a few shitty musics. Listen. Better to make bad music, and then you have one blow up. Because then if you blow up straight away, you've got the pressure of having to make it up to those standards 24/7. Even though it was your first song. Build yourself up. And you're an athlete. Before you go to that big stage, build yourself up also. Don't fall into that pressure. It'll destroy you. You have to build yourself up. You have to fight in the small stadiums. That small city boxing gym. The football field. Work your way up. Taste yourself, man. Wait, why is there a fox on my side? Fuck. You don't want to be that guy who just makes a good song. Scram! What's this fox doing? Hey! Hey! Scram! 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 Shoot! Shoot! Bitch. Man, get the fuck out of my video, you goofy ass nigga. Whoa. Thanks for the content, bro. Anyway. You know, you're an athlete. You don't wanna. Alright, that's enough, man. That's enough.